Today is November 12th, 2023, and our subject for this video is Gate 43, Insight, Breakthrough. Listen, you don't want to go anywhere because I'm about to drop some gems, some knowledge, some wisdom, so stay tuned. Guys, I've got 6 key points that I want to discuss with you in this video. Number 1, we want to deep dive into our Transit Gate 43 of the Ajna Center. Number 2, our challenge for the week, while we collectively experience Gate 43's energy. Number 3, our journal questions. Write them down, take a walk with them, meditate on them, or even discuss them with your friends. Number 4, our affirmations to help empower us, deepen our faith, and trust in ourselves while we navigate this energy. Number 5, our emotional freedom technique. This helps to break habitual programming that has been placed on us by society's conditioning. Number 6, I've got a bonus for you all that you don't want to miss, so stay tuned to the end. I'm looking for my people. I'm looking for my tribe. I'm looking for those like-minded individuals who are on what I'm on. And since you've landed yourself here on this video, that means you're on what I'm on. So go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and that notification bell so you won't miss any of our future human design exploration study videos. Before we deep dive, I want you guys to grab your blankets, grab your journals, grab a cup of tea or beverage of your choice, and grab your charts. If you don't have your charts, I've listed a couple of websites that you can go to get your charts for free. So right now, if you're looking at your body graphs and you're saying to yourself, Faith, I don't have Gate 43 defined in my chart. That is okay, because for the next 5 days or so, Gate 43's energy is available to all of us because we are in transition of it. Otherwise, the other way that you'd be able to get the energy is by coming into a person's aura with Gate 43 defined. Then you're probably saying to yourself, how do I know who has Gate 43 defined in their chart? To do that, you would come into a public place, like a mall food court, a gym, a library, a coffee shop, or any place of that nature. Then possibly someone with Gate 43 defined in their chart would come into your aura. I do not, however, have Gate 43 defined in my chart. Gate 43 can be found in the Ajna Center. It connects the throat center via Gate 23. Together, they create the channel called the Channel of Structuring. This channel is in the knowing circuit. These channels and gates are projected channel gate types. We will discuss this channel in a later video. We have discussed the Ajna Center and its correspondences to the Ajna Chakra in the Hindu chakra system, and to Binah and Hokmah in the Kabbalistic Tree of Life in the Gate 4 video. I will leave a link to that video down in the description box. Gate 43 is called the Gate of Insight. Its archetypical name is the listener within. We find this gate in the sign of Scorpio. It is the energy for listening and trusting your internal wisdom. The official human design definition is, in order for achievement to be maintained, a new order must be fairly established. On the positive end of the pole, Gate 43 is like being a hotline for universal wisdom and truth, and staying true to inner wisdom. It is like a radio tuned into ideas that create breakthroughs and make space for radical transformation to occur. Gate 43's core theme is the fear of rejection. On the negative end of the pole, it is the energy for listening to others instead of listening to your own inner wisdom. This clouds your ability to hear your inner truth and can cause worry, doubt, and confusion. The key to rising the frequency of Gate 43 is to commit to trusting your inner wisdom and take other people's ideas and thoughts with a grain of salt. I am a human being who grew up in the era of tribal empowerment and the prioritization of family values over individual empowerment and the recognition of your inner spirit. During my upbringing, I was deeply conditioned to disregard my inner wisdom. For most of my life, I was instructed that my inner wisdom was erroneous, sinful, and too much for those around me. My life goals and aspirations were rarely up for discussion, and I was encouraged to dismiss my intuition, moments of insight, and the authenticity of my own inner voice. I understand that I am not the only one who has experienced this. That's why we are witnessing a growing interest in systems like human design, astrology, Myers-Briggs, and other tools that help individuals gain a better understanding of themselves. Throughout our lives, we've been taught that all power resides externally, and the primary objective is to make other people happy. Under such pressure, it is no wonder we struggle to listen to our own inner wisdom. Virtually no one on this planet has been guided to look within to discover their own inner compass. This is why so many people find themselves entangled in various versions of their not-self theme. With each choice to disregard your inner wisdom and conform to others' expectations, you reinforce the belief that you are inadequate, that power resides outside of yourself, and that you are undeserving of a life of satisfaction, success, peace, and joy. Allowing your life to be controlled by toxic religious beliefs, New Age superstitions, and patriarchal systems perpetuates the notion that your inner wisdom holds no value. The only way out of this cycle is to turn inward, listen to your inner voice, and take the necessary healing work to move closer to your North Star. The era of blaming the external world for your hardships is coming to an end. It's time to tap into your internal source of power and use it. To begin, you must create the time and space to truly hear the resonance of your inner wisdom within you, much like the sound of a ringing bell. This requires a period free from influence of others' thoughts, ideas, and insights, which I've heard being referred to as pure aura time. In essence, pure aura time involves spending time alone without podcasts, books, music, work, social media, or any external distractions. It can be as simple as driving to work, doing household chores, or taking a walk without earbuds. It can be taking an extra few minutes during your work bathroom breaks to simply breathe and placing your hand on your heart for a brief moment to connect to your inner self. You need it for your well-being, and I don't use the word need lightly. As a rebel at heart, I typically find ways to resist being told what I need to do. However, in this instance, it is crucial. Now it's time to make room for listening to your inner voice. Free your nervous system from the weight of others' opinions. Tune into your heart and address the emotional baggage that hinders you from making choices aligned with your inner guidance. It's time to stop relinquishing your power. Create the necessary space. Turn inward. Listen to your inner wisdom and trust what you hear. Listen, I am not an expert by any means. I am an initiate, just like you all. So while y'all are studying with me, I'm studying with y'all. So if any part of this human design study resonates with you, I want you to go ahead and give me a high five or a thumbs up down in the comments. Just let me know that you're here. We are challenged this week to be comfortable and trust epiphanies, deep inner knowing without doubting what you know. To trust that when the timing is right, you will know how to share what you know and serve your role as the transformative messenger who has insights that can change the way people think and what they know. Get your pens and journals ready to write down our journal questions. Do I trust divine timing? Do I trust myself and my own inner knowing? What can I do to deepen my connection with my source of knowing? What needs to be healed, released, aligned, or brought to my awareness for me to trust my own inner knowing? If you've made it this far, I know by now you are feeling me. If you haven't already, let me get that high five or that thumbs up down in the comments. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave me one there. If you comment in the first 3 days of the premiere of this video, I'll be sure to answer you right away. We only have a few more points till we get to the bonus at the end, so hang in there with me. If you are following along in the transcript, affirm with me. I am a vessel of knowledge and wisdom and have the ability to transform the way people think. I share my knowledge with others when they are ready and vibrationally aligned with what I have to share. When the time is right, I have the right words and insight to help others expand their thinking, recalibrate their mindset, and discover elegant solutions to the challenges facing humanity. I've been working in the shadow work journal. I want to add an action step to the EFT. While reciting the EFT, take 2 or 3 fingers, tap the top of your head, eyebrow, side of the eye, under the eye, under the nose, chin, collarbone, and under the arm. Our emotional freedom technique goes a little something like this. Even though it's hard to wait for someone to ask me for my insights, I now choose to wait and know that my thoughts are valuable and precious. I only share them with people who value my insights, and I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Our bonus is Earth, passing through Gate 23, transmission. Take stock of all the times you knew something, even though you didn't know how you knew it. Keep a running list of all your intuitive hints. Start affirming for yourself how reliable your knowingness is. Listen, let's remember to treat our bodies well. If we take care of our bodies will take care of us. Let's eat well and rest well. Drink 8 glasses of water every day. Let's exercise at least twice a week. Meditate and journal at least once a day. In the morning when we wake up, or at night before we go to bed. Kings and queens, I really appreciate you for joining me on this exploration of human design and the gate 43 of insight. Listen, I realize that you could have been anywhere else in the world. You could have been doing anything else in the world, but you chose to spend your time here with me in this video And believe me, that choice doesn't go unnoticed. I thank you. Remember to do your own thing. Remember to be your authentic selves. And for those of you who are already doing their own thing and being their authentic selves, thank you for being you. Peace.
You can crown me Lord.